Hey everyone, Chairman here, and let's talk about Azur Lane trial decks. Usually we do a segment on this channel called TD++, where we go through upgrade steps for a single trial deck, but Azur Lane has 4 of those things. Nobody has the time to sit through upgrade steps for 4 different trial decks in the same video, and if we separated out each trial deck to a different video, we'd still be doing Azur Lane content on Ari Frueta weekend. So this video will be a bit different from the other TD++ videos. I'll be doing a brief overview of each faction starting from their trial deck and showing off a sample budget list that's easy for players to jump in with. Alright, let's get started. I suppose if we're going to choose a faction to start with, we can start with USA! USA! The Eagle Union is an all-blue faction focused on big cards and big numbers, which is pretty accurate American flavor. The level 1 combo in the trial deck is San Diego, who attacks at a solid 7,000 power and can discard 1 card to salvage 2 with Climax combo when she reverses a battle opponent. Use cards like Benson in the trial deck and Kavala in the booster to pump Sandy up to even higher numbers to get reverses on tougher opponents. The level 3 combo in the trial deck is the Grey Ghost herself, Enterprise. With the ability to draw 2 and discard 1 on play, Enterprise can help grab her Climax, which gives her the ability to pay 1 stock to top check. If the card is a constant character, you can deal 3 damage to your opponent and Enterprise cannot be reversed until the end of your opponent's next turn, meaning she can safely attack into larger opponents and get whacked by larger opponents and still stick around on the board. Use cards like Hornet in the trial deck and Concord in the booster to look at the upcoming cards in your deck to ensure Enterprise hits a character with her combo. The Eagle Union specific event allows you to look at up to 6 cards from the top of your deck and add up to 2 Eagle Union characters from among them to your hand. The rest go to waiting room. On paper, this event is a fantastic combination of mill and advantage, but practically speaking, there are a lot of anti-synergies. Most Eagle Union cards miss on events like the Enterprise finisher, and there aren't reliable ways to get this event into your hand outside of drawing it. The booster set Eagle Union cards are mostly a huge resonance engine centered around New Jersey, which is a competent deck in its own right. It plays very different from the trial deck, but is worth checking out itself. Crossing the Atlantic, we head over to the British Royal Navy, a fleet composed of a legion of maids. If you're into Victorian era maids, you've come to the right faction. The level 1 combo in the trial deck is Dido, with an on-reverse Climax combo like San Diego. However, unlike San Diego, who gets most of her value from her filter and salvage selection, Dido's strength lies in raw advantage. When she reverses a battle opponent with the Climax in play, you can look at up to 2 cards from the top of your deck and add as many Consen or Royal Navy events from among them to your hand, a +2 in card advantage. What does the Royal Navy event do? Well, you can send 1 Royal Navy character from stage to waiting room in order to look at up to 4 cards from the top of your deck and add as many Royal Navy characters from among them to your hand. If they're all Royal Navy characters, this event is a solid +2 in card advantage as well. With so much card advantage, Royal Navy can afford to play aggressively early on in the game and replenish their resources with little effort and a bit of luck, affording them the space to play powerful early game options like Javelin from the trial deck and Rodney and Ajax from the booster. The level 3 combo in the trial deck is the Illustrious, one of my favorite Azur Lane ships from when I first started playing the game because of her gigantic hat. What did you think I was going to say? She heals on play and her combo gives another Consen the effect -3 soul to a character across from it until the end of your opponent's next turn. A full field of Illustrious can nullify up to 9 damage with a Climax combo, a powerful effect to buy extra turns at level 3. She pairs well with Queen Elizabeth from the booster, who is a global level support to all Royal Navy characters and gives them even more power when you play a choice Climax, ensuring that Illustrious can beat over any board and live to the Encore step to use her Climax combo. If a finisher combo is more your style, the booster double rare Cheshire is the way to go. This Royal Navy deck is packed with powerful effects from the Neptune spawner to the Monarch Choice Climax Searcher that all rely on experience. So make sure to load up on high level characters to make the most of your effects. Since we're in Europe, we might as well swim the channel and head on over to Germany to take a look at the superior German engineering of Ironblood. Unlike the booster Ironblood cards, which support a 8 standby deck featuring August and Graf Spee, the trial deck Ironblood cards lend themselves to an 8-door deck. The level 1 climax combo is the fan favorite Prinz Eugen, looking a bit worse for wear compared to her Kantai collection days. Her climax combo allows you to discard a card to salvage a card on attack, and then she gets the ability during your opponent's turn, this card cannot become reversed. Since the salvage effect requires a discard, Eugen isn't generating any value unless she stays on the board for a full turn cycle, a feat that requires her to not get reversed during your turn, as well as your opponent not having any kind of hard removal effect. Use cards like Neuenberg from the trial deck to give Eugen power, and Odin from the booster to help Eugen dodge things like clock bombs and get additional value from the swap. The level 3 climax combo is Bismarck, a card we featured in our Azur Lane deck profile and one of the set's only ways to deal with compression. In Ironblood decks, however, Bismarck is significantly weaker without powerful cards like Kronstadt and Hakuryu to complement her. It's worth checking out the double rare Friedrich combo in the booster, which is also a door and has some built-in decompression tools with the Shuffle Back 3 mode. The Ironblood event allows you to salvage a climax by discarding an Ironblood character, and additionally pumps one of your Ironblood characters by 4000 power. This event is an inherent minus to hand advantage, but can help loop an extra turn of Eugen combo or grab the level 3 finisher combo in a pinch. Like Eagle Union, Ironblood has two very distinct decks and playstyle between the booster and the trial deck, so try out both and see which one you like better. The Ironblood event can even help you do a bit of mix and matching of climax combos to engineer something really innovative. Last but certainly not least, let's end with the Land of the Rising Sun and meet the various foxes and demons of the Sakura Empire. Thematically, this faction comprises a bunch of yokai from Japanese folklore and features a bunch of card pairs, most of any faction. One such card pairing is the level 3 combo of the trial deck, Akagi and her sister Kaga. Kaga can summon Akagi from the waiting room on play for a stock and gives Akagi additional power. Akagi is a healer and her climax combo can deal 2 damage to the opponent. Triple Akagi is more heal power and more damage, but Kaga allows you to field a more formidable board using fewer resources. The level 1 combo from the trial deck is Ayanami, a top check 4 add 1 combo with a slight twist. If the card added is a level 3 or higher character, you can additionally draw a card and discard a card, giving extra filter and mill on top. Ayanami is a pretty self-sufficient combo, and her extra draw can help draw into copies of the Sakura Empire event, which can search for a Sakura Empire character from the deck, and afterwards, draw one, discard one. This gives the Sakura Empire deck a lot of extra consistency and can support very unique deck builds. Consider adding the Zuikaku and Shokaku climax combo at level 2 for a solid advantage engine between levels 2 and 3 that can challenge your opponent's board as well. Looking at the deck, you might be surprised to see that I did not include Fuso and Yamashiro. In a Sakura Empire deck, Fuso's inability to discard climaxes can become a major issue. So utilizing cards like Takao from the trial deck and Mutsu from the booster is important in making sure you have a comfy time playing with 8-bar climaxes. That does it for every single faction from a trial deck in Azur Lane. Let us know which faction you're most excited about in the comments below, and be on the lookout for some upcoming gameplay videos featuring decks that Randall and Mike have built using only cards from a single faction. Don't forget to like and subscribe to support this channel. See you next time!